Now it's time to track the train and add this word bubble. Well, in a future lesson, we'll go over track motion, which will be ideal if you're trying to track an object. The problem would be, let's say we want to track this train car. As it moves forward, it's going to go underneath this trestle, this little structure here, and then we'll lose tracking. We would fix this by hand and eventually would pop out later on in the video, and then we could continue tracking. But for the effort of tracking a train car and then still having to hand animate portions that are obscured by some other structure, we might as well just use the same technique that we used earlier, which is just going back to the actual video that we did already apply a 3D tracker to, selecting that 3D tracker, and then just rolling over and studying the dots there. And what we're going to be doing is creating another solid and hand animating it again. And this will be very quick. So I'm looking along here, and we want something that's localized to this area, not points out here, because points out here are a different perspective in the future. These are more related to our subject of the train car right now. And so if those points look good along the window, we could create a plane by just rolling over this area, right-clicking again, creating a solid. We could watch that solid, make sure it's still in the same perspective. It doesn't do anything funny. We're going to have to hand animate it so it's okay that it's drifting off screen. I'll select that new solid just like before, and then I'll option drag the bubble to there. I can now hide this other bubble that was here just for demonstration purposes. So I'm going to go like this. See, not that much extra work. And then I need to rotate it along the y-axis. So I'm just dragging into position. And then I'll move it up just a little bit. And then pick a spot that's easy to identify on the train for our positioning, because we will be hand keying this later on. We use the motion points. We use the motion points just to get the object into position. So let's say it's coming from this door. And I just go rotate it a little bit more. And I'll scale it a little bigger. S key to expose scale. Now that I made it a little bigger, I'm going to move back up a little. So, P key for position. Click on the position key. Remember, we're using this door, so we can watch that door and then just drag this object along an axis, then position it up again. What we're missing are those moments of bounciness as the drone is shaking in the air. And so with track motion, it would capture that information. And again, the reason we're not using it is because we want to deal with a situation such as when the tracking motion points are obscured. So just a regular hand animation would work.